price. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision move, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend, I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Actually, you know what? I want to change my layout to this. Here we go. Okay, looking good. All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Somebody give me a sound check. Everybody likes my jam. I'm glad you guys like the jam. It's our own private little song. Good morning, everybody. Everybody coming in here a little bit early. Hi, Tom. Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? So I still sound a little stuffed, but I'm definitely a lot better. I broke the fever, which is definitely a lot better. I have a trade. We got a trade coming up right here. Look at this perfect trade that I really want to look at right now. Gold. We talked about yesterday. I talked to you yesterday about the kind of fourth component. The fourth component being the slope of the moving average. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna dive right into trades, and then I'll explain to you exactly what we're doing on the scalping level. But the important point that I wanted to make here is, you see how in gold right now, the blue is turning down, negative slope. So in a counter trend account, which is our 109, the against trend account, I have two red dots, one lower than the other. Negative blue, set up for a sell. We're going to give it a shot. This is going to be for the 109 account. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Sell. Okay. Short on gold. Dollar target. $4 stop over here. Target is 56.2. So let's see if that takes us there to the downside. 56.2 is our target. Where are we? Okay. All right, so we'll let it play out. Let's see where it goes. What was the low on this thing? What did this go? 57.3. Okay. Wealth chart says the new updates dots only indicator. Really? Ooh, I didn't know that. I haven't spoken to Rob yet because I've been sick, so I really haven't had a chance to speak to anybody. Okay, that's good to know. Let me see. Let's go in here. We're gonna go to. I already forgot where I find my indicators. Literally spacing out. I totally forgot where they are. Oh, add indicator. I'm sorry. It's add indicator. That's what it is. Jesus, more indicators. Boris Schlossberg. Oh, look at this. BFF dots only. He didn't tell me this. Apply indicator. Okay. All right. Parameters. Let's just say set as default. Okay. Oh, nice. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We have our dots only. Oh, this trade is not working for me. All right, no big deal. Doesn't work. We'll repair it later. But the opening trade in gold is not working. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. NASDAQ is actually also counter trend trade here. We're basically negative trend, but moving up, right? The slope of the blue line is moving up. We're seeing green candles, green dots. Is this the? Let me add this. This is so cool. I didn't know this. So we can go into add indicator, more indicators. Boris Schlossberg, BFF dots only. Apply. Say one. Cool. So now the BFF dots only is in here. It really makes it so much easier. Okay. See, look at this. This is exactly what we want. We have, if we get a green dot here. I'm looking at this. Where is this? Oh, wow. Jesus, I didn't realize this. This is on the wrong ticks. In the gold is 1040. I'm like, how did I not? The buy stop should be 56, 57, 61. All right, I'm stopped out on this particular trade. That's fine. Let's go back to nothing on NASDAQ. On gold, as I'm looking here, this particular trade now turns into a positive trade with 9 seconds left. And I'm going to go to 5, quantity 5, 1040, buy. Now I'm going the other way in gold. So here's what's going on in gold here. Let's just make this really, really clean here. So in gold, we're positive trend, blue above red, positive dots, one dot above the other, right? And the trend was flat to up. Although NASDAQ, gold is really killing me today. It didn't work on the short trade. It didn't work on the long trade here. So I am going to have to. I'm gonna have to get a double stop here, which sucks, but not the end of the world. Because the beauty of me trading small is that I can repair even my worst position here. So here we go. Wow, gold really. I guess opening range on gold today is just not finding any direction. Okay. So I started by selling the counter trend trade, got stopped out, then got long on a trend trade, and I might get stopped out again. And then I'll have to just wait and see what the next setup is. And I still have plenty, I get stopped out on both trades now. Now I have to look for the next trade to get myself organized here. the meantime, let's take a look at NASDAQ. No, nothing on NASDAQ. No signals on NASDAQ. All right, so gold really blew me up today. GCU. Okay. Oh no, GCQ. GCQ. Sorry, it's the August one. GCQ. It was still trading AUG. All right, now we're gonna, now I went 152, right? My third attempt here to repair this trade. Now I have to be very careful, make sure that I actually do get a really good signal here my way, and then we'll go from there. Right now, no signals in gold, no signals in NASDAQ. Nothing much going on here, so we will see. If this goes red, it'll be a legitimate counter trend trade, although I have to look at the blue line is kind of flat. I really want it to be down in order for me to take a trade, so I'll be patient with this trade. I really have to be much more patient with this trade on gold because I got clipped on gold double. Gold is notorious for doing that to me. It's one of the reasons why I like trading gold much less than I like trading NASDAQ, but it's fine. 18 seconds left. Still no signal here. I'm just thinking, Rob always yells at me for, trading counter trend. And it probably behooves me right now to just wait for a trend trade. A trend trade in this case would only be a positive trade, or we have to wait much longer until it turns negative trend. So I may just wait this out. Oh man. All right, let's look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is negative trend and giving us a first negative red dot. But the trend, as you can see, the whole blue line is way up. Not a trade that I would want to make. You can see how it gets over here. Even if I get a second red dot, that blue line has to start turning down in order for me to really want to get short NASDAQ. I do 152. Yeah, NQ is really choppy. I mean, everything is choppy today. It's all chop city. We're just trying to navigate the chop the best we can. Oh, it's Powell talking too. That's right. Today's Powell's at 9 o'clock, right? Is he saying anything interesting? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for the comments. All right, negative. See, now the blue line is turning negative. I get a second red dot. That's going to be a relatively decent trade for me. Let's take a look what gold is doing with ourselves. Gold's doing nothing. Gold is just hanging tight. So watching NASDAQ, let's see if NASDAQ can give us a trade. I use now, honestly, for counter trend trades, I use 2 now because I really want to confirm the slope. Usually one dot doesn't give you the blue slope, so I really want to use 2. I sort of changed my approach to be a lot more conservative on counter trend trades. As you can see, counter trend trades generally suck. I mean, they don't suck, but they're not. It's definitely better to trade trend rather than counter trend almost all the time. Just a higher probability trade. It's just I want to do more trades, so I do counter trend trades. Very simple. Dollar goes down, gold goes up. That's all you need to know. There's nothing really complicated about dollar gold relationship. If gold is priced in dollars, dollars are worth less because they're worth less against all the other currencies. Gold tends to go up. That's really all you need to understand. Yeah, this news. Do we have what's on the calendar today? Let me see. Construction ISM. We have ISM manufacturing at 10 o'clock, 15 minutes. That should be interesting, actually. So we'll wait for that. See how NASDAQ kind of turned itself around. NASDAQ really does not seem to want to go down anymore, whereas gold does want to go down. You know what? Screw it. You know what? I'm gonna do something really bad. I'm gonna go short against trend. I'm gonna eat this probably. So here's the thing. Why did I go short here? Probably gonna pay the price for this thing. But I'm short gold here because we have 2 red dots, one lower than the other. The blue line is negative. It's against trend, but the trend seems to be changing. The target here is 56.6. Does it mean that gold is going to come down? We'll see. I'm still feeling like crap, so I'm not making the best decisions. But I want to either resolve this trade or kill it, whatever happens. It's probably not the smartest trade. I've already, I'm in my 3rd trade. I should really have been a lot more careful, but it's good enough on these parameters to give me a shot. And I just want to, honestly, I just want to either resolve it or just kill it, whatever. At this point, it's the big problem when you're not feeling well. You just, you're not thinking as clearly as you should. You just want to get stuff done. So I'm the first one to admit I'm really not in the best frame of mind right now because I'm still sick as a dog. But it's a legit trade. The only thing that's wrong with this trade is it's not a trend trade, right? And maybe that's the price I'm going to pay. But it is structurally a correct trade. There's actually 2 things that's wrong with this trade. It's not a trend trade and it's a gold trade, which, by very definition means that I shouldn't trade it. I'm really not good at trading gold in the U.S. session. But we'll give it a shot. Apex accounts are cheap. A Blotus account, I can always refund it, right? That's how you got to think about this at this point. Yeah, let's see what is Powell saying anything interesting. Let's see if anybody on. Let's see if I'm getting headlines on Powell here. On Powell, let's see if anybody's saying anything. Oh wow! Anybody predict that Musk is going to create his own political party? Oh my God! See gradual cooling in the labor market. I guess. Yeah, I'm getting blown out by Powell comments, guys. That was the problem. I'm really getting blown out by Powell comments. It looks like Powell just flipped everything around, and and I just got myself caught. All right, whatever it is, it's fine. I don't care. Today is just one of those days where I am. This account is going to get blown pretty much quickly, so fuck it. I'm just getting pulverized by news action. It is what it is. The trade, the account that really matters is this one, which is very close to getting funded. That's the one I want to work on. The other one, I'll just um, reset. So yeah, Rob is right. I should have never traded against trend. This the fact that labor market cooled suggests, I guess, everybody that maybe he's open to cutting rates. That's what's driving gold, but then he's probably saying something different now. It just looks like, everything is flipping around. So anyways, the only legit trade that we have here is NASDAQ. If this thing has a green dot and a and a close, because the blue line is moving up. Again, counter trend trade, but very close to trend anyways. And this is only our first opening trade. I think so. Like, it's interesting takeaway from all of this is if you get blown out on the first trade, what you want to do is only take trend trades for repair. I think that's probably like a really good lesson to take away from all of this, because then at least you put the whole idea of the repair trades. I'm long here. Just I'm a little bit early. I pressed the button a little too early. Target is 38. Let's see if this trade goes our way, because once you get into repair zone, you really need to have as high an accuracy hit as possible. Like, it's okay on the first trade to do counter trend, but second and third trades should only be trend only repair trades. That's actually a pretty good motto to have. Let's see what gold is at. Yeah. Excuse me. $111. Let's see if this goes positive on gold. The NASDAQ 38 is my target on NASDAQ. Five minutes to go to the ISM numbers. I'll let you guys know what they are when they print. Market is looking for 47. Prior was 46.8. So they're still looking for a negative manufacturing. Let's see where we're in. Chinese manufacturing came in negative for third month in a row. That's really interesting, and that's really bad. All right, gold. 10 seconds left. This is a do or die trade. This is either going to just blow me out completely, or I get to repair some of this a little bit. $63.4 is my target. So this is in trend. 63.4. Oh. What is this? What did we come in? The trade here was 62.2, 63.1. Ah, just missed it by a point, by a tick. Yeah, I'm going to get blown out of this one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's see where NASDAQ is. The NASDAQ is also not cooperating. None of the trades working so far. We're, in front of news politics. I guess I think what the problem is today, and I totally understand it now, which is kind of unfortunate. Whenever you have anybody, especially Powell, talking, whenever you have anybody talking during market hours, the price action almost always goes completely sideways. You get like sort of false breakouts, false breakdowns. We're based on continuity setups, and continuity setups when somebody's talking tend to be like the worst environment. They tend to have spike up, spike down, and take out all the stops both ways. Probably should have, I should have just simply stayed put today, but everybody wants to trade, and I want to show trade examples. So, oh, look at this. I actually managed to get a little bit of the gold back by trading what? Trading trend. So at least, the good takeaway from this account is still going to be, I doubt I'm ever going to be able to get this account back. But at least it was a good lesson in terms of if you get stopped, second, third trades on repairs should always be trend only. Even if you start on a counter trend trade, wait for a trend only signal on the second or the third thing. Like this is a counter trend trade that we have in NASDAQ that I'm still floating. If this gets stopped out, the only trade I'm going to be able to take if it's below trend is a sell trade. And if it finally eventually breaks up to the upside, it'll be a buy trade. So you just have to be a lot more patient. And there we go. And I got blown out on NASDAQ. But now this is just first trade. Now I really have to be super patient. And unless this gives me a sell signal on NASDAQ, a clean sell signal with trend, I can't take it. But the lesson from this is had I just simply been patient and stayed on trend, right? Instead of counter trend, I would have been much more in much better shape. I took a counter trend trade here, got totally stopped out. Instead, I should have passed up on this, and this would have totally resolved me properly. So you live, you learn. You like the layout I have there? That's great. Thank you. So what's the next move? The next move is sell, right? In NASDAQ, 5 micros, sell. If like this is starting to show up sell. Here's the only problem. The blue is pointing up, so not a sell for me. I need the blue to come. I need all 4 things to happen: trend, dots, and the blue turning down. If the blue is turning up, so it means there's still a lot of buying pressure underneath this whole NASDAQ move. And unless the sellers come in, unless we bring it down to like below 22,800 and turn that blue negative, it's really not a trade. Meantime, we have 1 minute to go before ISM, so might as well wait for ISM here, ISM. Not going to trade this, even if it gives a signal, because we have ISM news. I don't want to trade right into ISM news. We'll wait until the news passes to see what the market wants to give us. So everybody understand what I just my mistake is your your benefit. Everybody understand that if you're going to do a repair structure, like, take a micro trade, then 5 micros, then two minis, the second and the third trade, regardless of whatever the first trade was, has to be with trend if you want it, because you're trying to get the highest probability versus negative. What happened? Negative 46.4. 49. What the fuck? Oh, new orders 46.4. 49. Prices 69.7. Employment 45. So kind of negative. Sorry, kind of negative, but then kind of positive. It's hard to tell. Market doesn't know what it wants to do with this thing. It's overall manufacturing a little bit better, but prices are a little higher, and employment is a little bit lower, and new orders are a little lower. So not great. Jolt's job opening 7.7 versus 7.3. So employment data also kind of negative. It looks to me that we should be negative here, but the market is right. Yeah, it's exactly right. Just yeah. Well, no. The point is that you can't be reverse trading. You have to wait for the setup. Reverse trading means you're just flipping around, on the next trade. I'm not doing anything right now until I actually get a trade. You see that? Wow. So unclear. The market sort of, I think that I'm trying to understand here why the positive reaction to ISM, which is weak. I think the reason the market seems to be positive, remember, the market is positive because it wants to see lower rates, right? That's what it's really trading on. And it's trying to see if Powell is going to cave in on lower rates. I haven't seen any commentary on Powell. I want to see if any Powell nobody did any Powell analysis. What do you guys think about this whole Musk Trump blow up? That's not something I really expected. We're most modestly restrictive at this level. Okay. So it's like Powell's not saying, can't say whether July is too soon to consider. Too soon. Can't say. Can't say. That's kind of positive. Interesting. Interesting. So the point is, it seems like a tug of war in NASDAQ here between, Powell lowers rates. That's very bullish the market, right? And data, on the other hand, is kind of getting soft. Yeah, NASDAQ is really, I'm just watching NAS. I'm being very patient. We don't, we have zero, like if this turns red here, we get a red dot, this thing comes back down below. I would have 2 red dots, and the blue is finally starting to turn a little bit our way, right? So we just have to be super patient here on the NAS trade to see if I can resolve it. Still no signal. Just trying to be very patient. All right, gold. I'm going to go back to trading micros on gold. Back to my original position. And leave it as is today. So anybody in the room who's not traded prop, raise your hand. who's not traded prop accounts. Today is a good day. Today I'm red, and this is actually the perfect reason for why I love prop. Who has not traded prop? Raise your hand here. Has never traded a prop account. Doesn't know what prop trading is all about. Show me your hands. Give me a raised hand. Let me know if you guys have never traded prop. Or has everybody traded prop already? Okay, you have not. Okay, so here's a perfect reason. Here's a perfect reason for why I love prop, right? This account has like $1,000 loss on it today, right? I really screwed the pooch on this one, right? However, this is the beauty of prop. It's going to cost me exactly $30 to get a new account if I blow this account, or maybe I may even just start a fresh account to get myself to 25, just to add this and just keep this one as a kind of a hobbled account. And that's the great thing about, first of all, with Apex, we have like a huge, massive discount, which is why, by the way, let me just put the Apex link in here. Be sure you get a couple. I'm going to get a couple of accounts because they're going to give away that discount is going to go away very soon, and you're not going to be able to lock in your accounts. So the whole thing about prop is you have a whole bunch of super cheap accounts. Some of them you're going to butcher. Butcher in. Kay just texted me. Guys, this is actually, she just texted me privately, but this is something that you may want to do. TradingView has a really big discount. For those of you who are trading TradingView, have a really big discount too. I'll let you guys know. Anyways, sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, the point being is that because you can just start a fresh account, you can after you make a mistake, it costs you very little money. When you make a mistake with your own money, it's much more expensive. That's the beauty of prop, right? So like right now, I could start a fresh account, which I probably will. I'm going to do this offline because I'm actually going to show you how to do this. You want to go to Apex. You want to go log in. I'm going to log into my own private account, not into the BK account. I'm going to go to Wealth Charts over here and buy another $25,000 account. And it's super easy. All you got to do is just make sure you go BK Save. I agree not to use. Oh, sorry. Don't click that. BK Save. Checkbox here next. And I'm going to take this offline because I don't want you guys to see my credit card. But I'm just going to go. See, by the way, sorry. So you see this? It's less than $30, right? Less than $30. That's less than what you would pay for dinner in New York City. I'm just going to take this offline here. Oops, what is this? Yeah, subscribe and pay. Cool. I just bought it. And you're going to see that right up here. You're going to see that show up in just a few seconds as a fresh account. It's going to be really cool. No signs on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is just really, okay, finally, I might be getting a sell signal on NASDAQ here. And that's really the great advantage. For Africa, Andy, the best. We have a couple of partners, Think Markets. I'll get you the links tomorrow. I'm actually, the really cool thing is, there's a partner of ours called DNA Funding, which is a CFD prop account holder. They use TradeLocker, and I just got TradeLocker to put BFF dots on the on their. It's really impossible to do that, but for everybody who's a DNA Funding account is going to have BFF dots as an indicator on their TradeLocker platform, which is really going to be cool. So you're going to be able to use the exact same indicator that I use now to make all my trades, but use a TradeLocker platform, which is very cool. So for everybody who doesn't have futures, access to futures, wants to trade CFDs, that'll be like our our primary go-to partner. Okay, 13 seconds left. This is negative blue, negative trend, negative one dot against the other dot. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sell. All right. What's my target on this? 91.25. All right. Let's see. Let's see where it goes. 91.25 is my target. Right there. You can actually see it. It's auto filled. And just like that, I go back to being positive because I stayed on trend. I really, guys, I really need to listen to Rob more. Rob really yelled at me. He's like, you're such a fucking moron for trading counter trend. He's right. Rob has won like multiple trading championships. So really his advice is good one. I'm just an inveterate counter trend trader. It's my single biggest weakness. But you can see that, here we took a counter trend trade, which is okay on the first one, right? And the difference between the gold and NASDAQ was that we waited patiently until we had a trend trade set up, and boom, totally reversed itself up. By the way, here's a fresh account on Apex, right? See how easy it is? Cost me a whopping $30, and now I can start fresh on this counter trend account. Yeah, I mean that's that's good too. But remember, on 25, you can't even bet a lot. You can only bet four micros, and it's it's not worth it. Besides, I'm gonna make this like my own little Herculean project to try to see if I can get this back to flat, which we'll see. But in the meantime, we can use the 110 account as my counter trend account. Not too many signals here today, guys. Really kind of a very quiet day. But, today was a great day. Today was a great day because it actually created a rule that I never thought about that's going to make it so much better for us, for those people that trade for consistency, by forcing us to repair only in trend mode on level 2, level 3. Something I never thought about. And, and that's the beauty of trading, is every day you discover something new. And doing it this way, we're going to be much better. We do have a counter trend set up, right, in gold. So if we wanted to put this into the 110 account, let's say we make this our first, first trade in the counter trend set account. So gold, minute 6 on the clock. If this stays red, you have 2 red dots. The blue is turning negative. Again, it's a counter trend trade, so not as good as a trend trade, but it's the first trade of the cycle, so I can do this. I will. I'll take care of all that, guys. A little bit later. So, like internally, what do I really want to do as a goal? What do you guys really want to do as a goal set, in my opinion, to be consistent, right? Remember, in here, we're trying to trade for consistency. Just, this is one methodology of trading, which is just very, very consistent trading. And my idea here is, let's see if I can sell this. Okay, sold. Counter trend trade in gold. Target is going to be 60.7. Excuse me. First trade in gold. Let's see if it works for us. The way I start to think about this is if I'm trading micro lots, right? I'm trading $10 trades. What I really want to achieve is just $100 per day, right? Limit order fill. Look at that kind of trend trade working. We go back to making positive trades. If I'm doing $100 a day, that's 15 days to funding 25,000. It's 30 days to funding 50,000, right? Maybe on a $50,000 account, I could do $20 trades. I think you can easily do $20 trades on a $50,000 account, and that still will be fine. And then you do. Basically, the idea is super annoying because everybody wants to get funded in 2 days, and I've done that a million times. The big problem with getting funded in 2 days is that if you get into that mindset on your funded account, you're almost certain to blow up your funded account. But if you have that mindset, excuse me, guys. Oh, man, I guess I'm only good for 45 minutes before my coffee fits start again. Charles is asking me, you watch your video on using AI with TradingView. What TradingView level is necessary to do that? So TradingView, guys, I think they have. Let me just. No, sorry, that's not what I want. Sorry. Where's their prices? They have like a prices. Subscriptions. Okay. They have like a whole bunch of discounts right now. Oh, why did she? I just saw like a much bigger discount. What happened here? Anyways, what you need, in my opinion, if you're going to do TradingView as just a sort of a beginner, this is more than enough. Essential or plus, those are pretty good. But they have like these new things that are super, super interesting. But like this is much more expensive. I thought I saw like an 80% discount somewhere. All right, Kay sent it to me. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Maybe I can find this link for you guys. Nope. It's the same link. Huh. But she said, what did she say? Ultimate TradingView is 1 penny more than expert TradingView. I don't know where she's seeing all of this. Wow. They must have just changed. Anyways, all right. I thought they had like a much better discount. But, TradingView for basic normal stuff, just, beginner is fine. That whole thing is fine. The discount pops up when you first log on to TradingView. Really? GFAS? You mean like if I don't log into it? Can you give me step-by-step instructions how to get that? Because I'd love to be able to pass that on to people if they have if you know how to do it. Because they have a summer deal. I got it in the mail. Ali, send that link. Send that link to me. All right, let's see if we can do like this. Summer sale. Where the fuck is the link? Yeah, I see people saying it's not showing up. All right. Anyways, Ali, send me that link because there was Kay got it and I did not. All right, looking to see if we got any more trades here, guys. Oh, look at this. I'm glad I missed this. Again, not a trade, right? Like this, again, counter trend trade in NASDAQ over here. Not working. NASDAQ still negative trend, right? Look at this. NASDAQ still negative trend and actually sending us. But here's the thing that I want to show you. This is why I would not take this trade unless the blue starts to really turn down. You see how you have two red dots, you have trend, but the blue is kind of turning, still flat up to the slope on the blue is just not going down. That's not a good trade. It looks good, but it's not a good trade. And I wouldn't take this. I'd actually wait and see if I got a third red dot that really takes this blue down before I want to trade this, because this is it's a false positive in my opinion. Okay, Ali sent me the link. Okay, so tomorrow I'll give you guys the link. It's maybe a July 4th sale for TradingView. But you guys watching this? This is the interesting part in NASDAQ. The blue stubbornly stays up because really they've been bidding it up all the way over the last 10 minutes. We're really not negative. Now we're starting to get a little bit flat. So maybe that's okay. I need it to be flat to negative in order for me to really want to take this trade. Now it's starting to turn a little bit negative. Now I feel a little bit better about taking this trade. You guys watching what's happening here on the chart? You see what's happening? See how the blue is starting to turn down a little bit as the prices start dragging it down and the average starts coming down? See that? That's really, really key. So, oops, I got to go 1. I'm going to go back to 1. 2 seconds, sell. All right, we're short. Oh, wow, that was super fast. You see how fast that was? We went trend, that went negative, boom. Super easy money. Right? Right then and there. Right then and there. Super easy money. When it works like that, it's just super easy money. But again, everything was setting up. That's the key thing. So here's my final thought before I die of my tuberculosis cough here. You want to trade. If you want to trade small, you trade for $100 a day. That's 10 $10 trades, or 5. Or you want to trade for $200 a day on a $50,000 account, right? So if you do a $50,000 account, you want to do $200 a day. Basically, 15 days to funding. Not 1 day to funding, not 1 trade to funding, not any of those bullshits. Because if you go 15 days to funding, you will get 15 days to pay out. What I mean by that is if you stay on that methodology, your payout accounts, which is exactly what I'm doing on my payout accounts, will grow towards payout in a nice, steady fashion. If you try to bully your way to funding, which is fun, and I'm happy to do that now, and I'll probably, when I feel better and we do like a marathon trading session for 6-7 hours, I'll do a few accounts like that. But that's not the way to make money long term. That's not the way to make money for a living. It's a way to gamble for fun, which is fun. Like you can trade for fun, or you could trade for a living. Either way is fine. You just got to know where you stand. If you want to trade for a living, you trade small and consistent. That's what we do. So that's just 10 trades a day. There's 3 trades happening every hour in any instrument. If you're just doing gold and NASDAQ as your 2 instruments, it's 2 or 3 hours. Anytime, there's 24 hours in a day. You could do it, morning, you could do it daytime, whatever. You just not do it and then come back and do a couple of hours the next day. The point being, you're not tied down to the screen 8 hours a day, and you can do it pretty much at your own leisure, and you can do it almost any time. You can do this in Asia, you can do this in Europe, you can do this in New York on that kind of a methodology, as long as you follow the critical rules, which is slope, trend, momentum, and repair in trend mode. That's the 4th rule, which we added today, which is going to be a critical rule to help us. Yeah, you know, you're right about that. Anyways, our friends at Wealth Charts, which is free and doesn't require you payment like TradingView does. Oh, let me back this up. With Wealth Charts, the platform is free for you to use if you sign up with Apex. All you got to do is just sign up with Apex. It has all the functionality of TradingView plus that. Plus, it has a couple of really cool new features coming out. They're going to blow your mind. I can't discuss them with you, but I've seen the preview of them. They're going to be awesome. It's going to make trading even easier than it is already on Wealth Charts. If you want my indicators on Wealth Charts, it's also totally free in terms of the platform is free, but you got to sign up for my coaching, which is what I'm going to do over here, which is three. Let me just put the coaching link in here. This is my coaching link. You sign up for that, then you will have all of these Wealth Charts indicators free. If you sign up for TradingView, you got to pay for TradingView, and then you got to pay for coaching. Okay, so there's definitely a little bit of a disadvantage with that. But if you like TradingView and you like Tradeovate, it's fine. And TradingView is not that expensive at $14 a month. But the point being is, if you like trading on Wealth Charts, which is a really good partner of ours, and they've been really, really kind to us, all of this stuff is completely taken away from you. All the costs are taken away from you. So that's the story. You want to trade with the dots indicator, which, as you can see, when I'm doing it properly, really works very well. Keeps you consistent, makes you money. Proof is in the pudding in the fact that everybody who's in my coaching passes prop tests, whereas only 5% of people in regular world ever pass a prop test, which is a testament to how good the indicator is and how good people are who are trading with us. So that's all I really wanted to say. It's the four components: momentum, trend, slope, and trend repair and trend mode only. That really, really keeps us on the right side of the market. Even in a choppy market like today, you see, we don't need much. You don't need much to win. You just need to be on the right side of it when it flips around. Here's gold. Gold is positive. We're going to trade gold here in our this is actually a trend account trade, right? So let's go to the trend account. 103, 19 seconds. If this stays green, legit trade for us. Actually, I'm going to put this in the 110 because I haven't built the 110. Maybe the 109. I haven't. That account is going to take a long time to repair. I just feel like, it's gold. I fucking hate gold. And if this doesn't work, I don't want it to be on my side. What happened to my gold? So target is 65.3 on gold. I am in at 64.3. I'm in at 64.3, 65.3 is my target. Let's see if this goes up. $1.27, $1.25. All right. Gonna be our last trade of the day today, guys. So my final thought on all of this is, don't be dismayed by $10 trades. It's really boring to trade for $10 trade. You're like, oh, this is why am I wasting my time for this small amount? The focus should be on $100 a day. That's your focus. If you can make $100 a day consistently, you are in the trading business. Okay. If you are shooting for $1 million a day, or if you're shooting for 10,000 a day, you're in the gambling business. Okay, that's the difference. And I know that everybody else is trading for $10,000 a day, and they show you big payouts, which are all nicely PDF'd, because I know for a fact that none of them are getting paid out for real. You should see, my God, there's this guy in it called Iman Trading, IMAN Trading, right? The guy's only function in life is to show how every one of these fuckers is a fraud on the internet, and he's so good at showing you how all of those guys lie for a living, right? Literally lie for a living. All of their accounts are fake. All of their trades are fake. All of their payout numbers are all fake. So please, please, please don't be swayed by the $10,000 a day numbers. Those are not real. And to be a real trader, you want to just be consistent. So if you can do 100, you're on your way to doing 1,000. But you gotta just do $100 a day consistently. That's the motto you should be working on. It's a 6 months offer, not a 3 month offer. 6 months offer. It's a much better deal. Not only, by the way, sorry. So the coaching deal is where am I? Where's this? Did this? What's the high on this? 64.9. Okay, 65.3. The coaching deal. What I forgot to tell you about coaching is not only do you get the coaching, but I'm actually going to buy you three, either two $50,000 accounts or three $25,000 accounts, whatever you want. So not only do you get the coaching, but I'm actually going to buy you free Apex accounts. So go ahead and sign up for that coaching deal. Let me put the link in again. So here's the thing that you get with coaching deal that is really, really good. You get Wealth Charts, which is a free platform that in many ways that has all the functionality of TradingView, but also has trading on it, right? Which is really cool. You get, my indicator on there, and you're going to get 2 or 3 free Apex accounts as a function of that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Okay, is that clear? Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. Okay, here's a good example of exactly what the perfect example of what I call a false positive. This is presumably a counter trend trade, right? We have white dot, green dot, all looking good, giving us kind of a possible buy entry. But what's the one thing that's negating this whole setup? A negative blue slope. A negative blue slope, right? It's not ready yet. It's not ready for a buy zone yet. It's not ready. It needs to stabilize a little bit, maybe a couple more candles before this blue turns flat to positive. Until blue turns flat to positive, it's not even a signal. As you can see, it kind of weakens out. It goes away, right? It goes away. Here's gold. Gold is still just flat, doing nothing. So I don't know what to do here with gold. 109. Can you trade on TradingView? Yes. The way you trade on TradingView is you actually trade on Tradeovate, which is a platform that connects to TradingView. So you can't trade on TradingView directly. You can trade. I mean, you could do it directly, but it's not recommended. It's very bad execution. The execution should be on Tradeovate, but all your trades will be displayed on TradingView. So it's kind of like you just have to have 2 screens. Do you have 2 screens, Max, Diane? If you have 2 screens, it's easy to do. If you have 1 screen, it's a little bit difficult. If you have 1 wide screen, it's easy to do too. I should actually, you know what? One of these days, I'm actually going to show you all the various trading setups that I have that make it easy to trade, because there's a whole bunch of really cool little pieces of software that are free. Like just going to see if I can try and take a. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could put up a picture here. Unfortunately, I can't put up a picture into chat. But like in Mac, You can, if you have a wide screen, you can split the screen in half, and one screen could be trading view, one screen could be trade of 8, and you can see the trades getting executed on both sides. I wonder if I could do like an additional camera. I'll have to find that out. I wonder if I can add my iPhone as a camera, and that way I can just switch to that and show you some other stuff. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow when I find that out. All right, guys, this is really, really boring. I'll let you know how the gold trade. If the gold trade doesn't work, we're just going to wait for the repair on gold trade. But NASDAQ is actually back to being negative. NASDAQ is actually, if this thing goes red dot, that's going to be a good negative trade for us. That's going to be a trend trade for us in NASDAQ, because this has actually got everything we want: negative blue, negative trend, negative momentum. All we need is just one more momentum to give us the negative slope, and we're ready to go. Yeah, Wally, I have to just email me your email address. And gold is sucking. Yeah, gold sucks. Period. I don't like trading gold. I agree with you. Wally, just email me your email address, and I will have it enabled, by tomorrow for you. Okay. I traded in ticks. DAX Capital. I trade in ticks. As you can see, you can literally see the stops and targets over here. 20 ticks, 80 ticks on NAS, 10 ticks, 40 ticks on gold. Okay, it's always in ticks. All right, guys, I got to run. Everybody have a great, great day. Today was actually, as I said, even though this was an ugly little red thing, it was a great takeaway for us, because it absolutely introduced that fourth element, which I think is going to make consistency even better, which is anytime we go into repair mode must always be done on a trend basis. That's going to make our life a lot easier. Look at this, 51 seconds left. We might have a trend trade in NASDAQ here, guys. So let's give it a shot. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better tomorrow. This cold, it really knocked me out this summer. Jesus. Today was the first day I broke my fever. I was running 101 fever for 3 days straight. So hopefully I'll get better as the week goes by. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Everybody have a good day. Bye-bye.